Let's bring you to this story now. The Democratic Alliance is led by John Steenhuisen, and they are picketing at the Bryntirion ministerial residence. Now, this is in Tshwane, and it's over what they describe as, I quote, ANC cadres living like rock stars. Now, the official opposition says the country's ministers who have brought the economy to its knees are the very same people who are now isolated from the crises such as load shedding. Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo live for us at that particular estate. Good morning to you, Ziyanda. And I think with the corner of my eye there, Mr. John Steenhuisen. He seems to be leading this march. The purpose of it, and I note the comments that the ANC cadres are living like rock stars. Explain in detail what exactly they mean.
Well, basically, the DA is saying this morning, Goli, that the ANC cadre deployment policy, which the party has recently won a court, request rather, that the cadre deployment minutes, the committee minutes, be handed over to them. They're saying that they have benefited from the ministerial handbook. In fact, some of the placards here are saying that, it's the ministerial handbook is tantamount to looting, and that they're criticizing the size of cabinet. Let me step out of shot so you can see there Gauteng DA leader Salim Simanga. You can see Leon Schreiber. He is the shadow minister for public service and administration, and of course John Steenhuisen. You'll be speaking to those who've gathered for the picket here this morning, and they're basically saying that the ANC has brought this country to its knees in terms of, for an example, the load shedding crisis. And they're saying that they should not be benefiting from the perks of the ministerial handbook. You'll note that there were reports that were talking about the fact that the ministerial handbook is not being adhered to as it should be. So, for example, when we talk about support staff, the president, remember last year, Oli, that the president wanted to increase the perks, and then he had to make a U-turn and say that there's no such thing. For an example, only 70, the support staff used to be at 17 and is now reduced to 11, but some ministers aren't adhering to this. And also the fact that, ministers, so the DA says, are exempt then from load shedding, as well as not paying for their own water and electricity and other utilities. So we'll wait to hear from the DA in terms of what the purpose of this picket is insofar as actually bringing about change, and also what other issues they'll bring to the fore.
Thank you very much. For the time being, somewhat drowned out by the activity that's happening there. We'll catch up with her.